Good morning, everyone. We'll start our meeting of the Historic Preservation Commission. Today is Tuesday, March 15th. The first item on the agenda is the approval of the minutes. Has everybody had a chance to review them? Is there a motion?
I
So
move to
move.
approve.
I'll second.
It's been moved and second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Thank you. All right, hello, Dave. We'll move on to item 2, the Historic Overlay District Review of 1101 8th Street South. At our last meeting, Dave Noah, the petitioner or the property owner, presented, and the decision to approve was tabled until a tour could be conducted for some of the commission members, and that was completed. Is there any, Paul, do you want to tell us what you saw there?
Chair, if I may interject, a staff can do a short presentation too, if there's anybody on the video watching, maybe even for the first time.
Oh,
We
thank
can
you.
do a very short, yep,
Excuse me, Luke, go ahead.
thank you.
Okay. Good morning, Commissioners. Yeah, the applicant David Noah is requesting to demolish the house and garage at 1108 8th Street South in the Erskine's Historic Overlay District. This, as you stated earlier, this request was continued from last month's meeting in February. And a few of you toured the property as well. The applicant was emailed the ordinance and understands that future construction will need to come back to your commission for approval. That concludes staff's presentation.
Thank you.
Well, since I raised some concerns last time about, about the proposed demolition, I will move to approve the request, and then I have some comments.
I'll second that.
Discussion.
We toured the house, several of us, after last meeting, and it's apparent that the house is in very difficult condition. But my concern actually is for the future of such requests, because it's a difficult situation for this commission to be approving the demolition of a historic house in a historic overlay district. Some concerns were raised about the physical condition of the house, and yes, it is very difficult, but I don't think the physical condition of a house is in itself grounds for demolition. For example, we have restored 2 historic houses in Fargo, both on the National Register of Historic Places. We have reconnected a severed floor joist with steel. We have placed floor jacks in the basement. We have reattached a collapsed plaster ceiling. We have secured a weak foundation. We have removed applied siding to reveal the historic wood clapboard. One of our houses sat too low on the site. We surrounded it with dirt so that the water flows away from the house. None of these things in themselves would call for the demolition of a house. But the question is, after you do all of those things, what do you have left? And the problem with this particular house is that very little historic fabric of value remains in the house. There have been inappropriate additions in the past. Character-defining features have been removed. There have been alterations that really cannot be reversed. And so in the future, when the core neighborhood plan is implemented, I would certainly hope that we will be in a situation where we never again have to approve the demolition of a historic house in a historic overlay district, because the deterioration of such houses cannot be reversed. Yes, Dave, I'm sure you will design a house that will superficially look historic, but it will not be a historic house in this district. And so if our concern is actually historic preservation, the word historic is really important. Thank you.
Can I just comment? I agree 100% with what you just said. the real crux of the argument here is that that house really is not sensational. It's not really depict or emulate the historic, the time that it was built. And because of that, I think that's probably the major point. That yes, the foundation and the trusses and things are bad, and it's going to cost a lot of money. But money isn't the only thing. There's really no historic significance to that particular property. So I agree with you 100%.
Okay, did you want to say something?
I would second the motion.
All right, is there any further comments? It's been moved and seconded that we approve this application. All those in favor, say aye.
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 Those opposed, same sign. Thank you.
Thank you all. I appreciate your time.
Congratulations. Is there anything else to come before the
You
commission?
know what, as long as I have everybody here, can I just ask, so the next phase is, I've got to get some stuff taken care of with the state, but then I bring the plans forward to you, Luke,
Yes.
and then you disseminate them all to the commission here?
Yeah, I believe Megan could maybe touch on the process a little better.
We can work with you after the meeting, Dave, but you would submit an application, another application for new construction, and then we would go through the process. Yep.
Okay, thank you.
Well, we'll see you again.
You will.
If there's no other business to come before the commission, I declare this meeting adjourned at 8:10.